Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for attending this meeting. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss about the long-lasting tradition of sudut pidato in UMP according to recommendation from the new Minister of Education that undergraduates are encouraged to voice out their mind in public. In my opinion, sudut pidato must be bring back because public speaking can boost self-confidence among students and help them to communicate well. It is also can produce a multi-talented and a good leader among the students. So, do you have any other suggestion why we should bring back the pidato, Mr. Aidel?
I'm agree with Mr. Chairman. The students can show their talents or abilities and also deliver their opinion through public speaking. But this activity required good planning to do in UMT. Public speaking skills refer to the talents of effectively addressing an audience, whether it is in front of the group of people you already know or a crowd of strangers. Your ability to communicate to them with clarity and confidence is known as your public speaking skills. They may or may not be an opportunity for interaction between the speaker and audience. The basic difference, however, between casual talk and public speaking is that the latter is more purposeful and meant for celebratory entertainment, influencing, or informative purposes. In my opinion, there is my in my opinion, there is much relevance in introducing this long-term tradition tradition of sudut pidato in UMT. If you ask the most student, they will probably say that they don't like public speaking. They may even admit being afraid of it, since the fear of public speaking is very common fear. Or they may just be shy or introvert. For this reason, many people avoid public speaking if they can. Over the year, public speaking has played a major role in education, government, and business. Words have the power to inform, persuade, educate, and even entertain. And the spoken word can be more powerful than the written word in the hand of the right speaker. My suggestion, this program should be conducted around the UMT, as there is an open place that can students and staff walk in, such as cafe and near or such as cafe near the hall or Kosiswa building. There are many suitable places that we can hold this program. This place will demonstrate the participants' confidence, not only public speaking, increase the knowledge during the process of preparation, but it also develop and demonstrate confidence, whether when interviewing for a job or hoping for a promotion. Confidence is what will make you stand out among the other candidates. So, what about you, Mr. Hafiz?
Thank you, Mr. Aidil. For me, we should invite speakers from our university to improve our program while attracting more students and participants to participate in our activities. Therefore, inviting speakers is our strategy to attract more people to participate in our activity. What about you, Mr. MUS'AB?
I agree with you, Mr. Hafiz. I think we also need arrange their time, so it will prevent the speaker take much time and make other speaker waiting for the long time. We also need to ensure that the program end at the right time. How about you, Mr. Chairman?
Thank you, Mr. Mus'ab. The conclusion is we do the program around UMT, invite speaker to our program, and arrange the participant time. Do you agree to all of these suggestions or is there any objection?
We agree with this.
I'm
I agree
also
with you,
agree.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you everyone. Other than that, do you have any suggestion about when we should hold this program?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think we should conduct this program during the lunch hours time. During lunch hour, most of the students and staff taking their break and do nothing while they lunch. What set this concept of apart from other programs is the accessibility and less formal structure of this approach. Lunch and learn is an easy way to develop and motivate the students and staff while creating a workplace of communication, collaboration, and learning. The session may also cover important issues and promote an open platform of information for the student and staff. So what about you, Mr. Hafiz?
I'm sorry, Mr. Aidel. For me, it was better to do our program at 8 p.m. as the participants were able to complete their speech without time problems. We give the participant more time to make a good speech to the audience. What about you, Mr. Mus'ab?
Yeah, that's true, Mr. Hafiz. When we do at night, it is a leisure time for the student. So they also can have more preparation at evening. If if we do at lunchtime, student does not have enough time and busy with their class and lunchtime. So do public speaking at the lunchtime is not a good idea. How about you, Mr. Chairman?
Thank you, Mr. Mus'ab. Okay, from all of your suggestions, I also think that it is suitable to do our program at 8 p.m. It is because students have more free time and they don't have any classes during the night. So next, for our next point is where should this program be held? I think AKSM, which at the residential college, can be a good spot. It is because it was a major meeting places for class activities, and students always go there, and it's easier for them to go for our program. Do you have any other suggestion?
I'm really not agree with you, Mr. Lokman. I think we can do at Sangha Siswa because it is a crowded area. When we run a program at there, the student will hear the program and join the activity. However, the place that student pass over every time, it is the place that student pass over every time. When more student pass over and stop to enjoy the show, so it will make our program merrier. Do you have any objection, Mr. ID?
Uh, Thank you, Mr. Mus'ab. Actually, I don't agree with you about the idea to do the program in Sangha Siswa. It's because the in Sangha Siswa, uh, there is no rooftop. So if there is bad weather or raining, there will be the problem to the program if we hold the program in Sangha Siswa. Uh, so what about you, Mr. Hafiz?
Thank you, Mr. Aidel. I also agree with Mr. Chairman and you, Mr. Aidel. It is because KKSM is a strategic place because KKSM is close to student dormitories. So students are easily to visit our program. So how about you, Mr. Chairman?
Thank you. Therefore, from the majority suggestion, I can conclude that we can do this program at AKSM to get the maximum participation and support from the students. Other than that, how about our next point, Mr. Aidil?
Uh, I think this is the last point in our meeting. I would like to suggest giving them a gift. As human beings are genetically wired to desire praise and appreciation, this suggestion will have them acknowledge the effort and achievement. Maybe with some token of appreciation, such as a diary book, pen, or certificate, we can give it to them. So, what do you think about this idea, Mr. Mus'ab?
I'm sorry, Mr. Aidel. I'm actually not agree with you because I think it will waste our money. For example, if there are more participants join, so we need to expend more money to run this program. How about you,
I,
Mr. Chairman?
I see what you're saying, Mr. Mus'ab, but in my opinion, we should have gift for the participant it to make them in a competitive situation, and it also can make the participant to become more enthusiastic in competing in our program. So, do you
I,
have any other suggestion?
I agree with you, Mr. Chairman. For me, we should have gift to showing appreciation. Beside that, it can also lift their spirit. So, participants will have a goal to be the best. Therefore, it will also produce competing students. How about you, Mr. Chairman?
Thank you, Mr. Hafiz. Yes, should we agree that it is important that we prepare gift for the participant?
Yes,
Uh, I also think we should because they will be more excited in joining our program for the next time. Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Last but not least, to do this program, we must have money fund. The problem is what organization that we should choose to support and sponsor our program. Do any of you have suggestion? Mr. Musab or Mr. Aidil? Do any of you have suggestion for sponsor of our program?
Okay,
Mr.
sorry.
Aidel.
Okay, sorry. Uh, I think we should propose the proposal to the HEPA in order to seek the funds for our program. So there is no worries about the money. So the program we will conduct the program smoothly without any problem about the money.
Thank you, Mr. Aidil.
Sorry for interrupting you, Mr. Chairman. I think we can propose some organization or sponsorship by the statement from our Minister of Education. This will make them to be convinced with us for sponsoring our program.
Thank you, Mr. MUS'AB. I also think that that is
Excuse me,
good idea.
Mr. Chairman. I think we have 1 minute left for the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. So for our last minute, in conclusion, we have already covered the confirmation of minutes meeting. We also had presented the task given from the first meeting, which is how should we do our program, when and where we should hold this SUDUT PIDATO program, and decide the solution. For the problem that arise, the solution that was come up is to propose our statement to Minister of Education and HEPA, UMP. If no one has anything else to add, then I think we'll wrap this up. Thank you everyone for your suggestion and participation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.